Hello and Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm Dr. Afzal Badshah and we are recording one video series which is based on one of my book related to parenting and schooling. Today we are going to discuss that how the teachers and parents can take a good start with children. I have been training teachers from last 12 years, and during that time, during these trainings, I start every training with one activity. In this activity, I ask the teacher some questions which are related about their children's life, about their students' life. I take them in imagination to their primary school when they were in the primary school and they were reading in any class. And I ask some question, and these questions are related to that how they did feel in the school. For example, who was the teacher they liked most and why? What were the reason for liking this teacher? And the teacher they dislike, and what were the reason for disliking any teacher, and what were the reason that they were interested in the schooling, in the classroom, and what were the reason that they were not interesting in, and they were disliking these activities and they were disliking the schooling system. What were the reason behind that, and what were the things in the classroom in which were attracted to them, for example the charts, etc. And what were the things in the classroom which were creating distraction, etc. So actually this is a lengthy question list. It is a we can say a series of questions, and after asking these questions, actually we brainstorm these teachers that actually what the children will expect them, what the children feel in the classroom, and how they are going to give such like environment to the children. This is the way that how they are brainstormed. So after starting working on the parenting and schooling book, and regarding video series about that, I thought that the first thing the parents should do is that they must go in imagination towards their towards their childhood when they were children, that what were the things they like most, what were the things they dislike, what were the things due to which they were close to their parents, and what were the things or activity which create distance between them and parents. So this may be a lengthy questions which can be answered, which can be imagined, about which they can think. And after thinking about all these activities, that how actually child want from their parents, how actually the child want from the home, and what type of environment a child need for development, for nurturing. So if the parents think this for a while, for an hour, and reimagine everything which they did or they felt in their childhood, I think they may be brainstorm, they may be aware that how they are going to nurture their children, how they are going to provide a good environment to their children, and how they can create good for their children. The school where I'm teaching or I'm administrating, uh, about 800 students are there. About 800 students are enrolled there. We call parent-teacher meeting every month. We meet their parents. We discuss their children progress reports. We discuss the reason behind why the children are not participating in the school, or why they are not interested in the schooling, or why they are ill disciplined. And we also observe the parenting style of the parents, that how they are actually dealing, how actually they are nurturing their children. From that I observe that there is a distance, there is a gap between the child and the parents, and this gap must be filled. Without filling this gap, we cannot be able to nurture, to develop our children positively. And to fill this gap, positively nurture our children, to create a positive society, we must work to fill this gap, to create a strong relationship with our children. And this relationship may be built, this strong relationship may be built, or we can fill this gap only with, if we recognize our children, if we recognize the children, that what type of environment is actually needed for their development and their nurturing. So the main reason of writing and recording this video series, this video postcard, is that we must eliminate, or we must block, stop all these practices which we have inherited from the inherited parenting styles. There are some good practices in inherited parenting, but there are some bad practices which are affecting our children very badly. And this generation in which we are living, we must stop these bad practices. We must share with our children, we must share with our every relative, colleagues, friends, that how we are going to these bad practices. And if we are able, or if we agree, or we succeed to stop all these bad practices, I hope that we can create a very positive society. Therefore, I will request you all to share this video series and read all this on Medium too, so that we may be able to change our society. Thank you so much for watching.